Yeah, none of us are talking. Although
Oh,
right
no,
now,
now it's working. Okay, for some reason, I had to both mute and unmute the stream for it to suddenly pick up the sound.
Who knows?
Hello, everyone. This is our last session of The Witcher TTRPG, and we are starting with technical difficulties because, yay,
It's the Green Moon.
It's
it's
the
it's all
base
the
don't
fault
want
of the
this to
Green Moon.
end. It does not want this game to end.
So
I see a bad moon. Oh, I didn't get my guitar out. I'm sorry.
it's okay. We will go around the table, introduce ourselves, and then recap the last session and go back into the world of The Witcher. So let's begin with our bard, the bard of the group.
Hello, my name's Lauren. I play Ilona in Veronis, also Aileron Avian. That's her real name, or that's the name she was born with anyway. She's a bard. She's an elf. She's in love. She just sang for 2 days and made a magical sword.
And the person she made the magical sword for is the next
Oh,
person.
hi everybody. I'm Steven. I'm playing Kahir Caradwin Different at Bitweir, and I'm ready to fight this moon.
This is the last time we'll ever hear it.
Well,
Maybe, because that moon, I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna ride it all the way through the Milky Way.
everyone remembers what happened when you tried to write something last time.
I mean, you can't fall off a moon. I mean,
Or can you?
we'll see.
And our returning main
Champion?
character, champion, wizard, mage from, I was gonna say Novigrad, from Nilfgaard.
Well, I'm actually from Aedirn, all right? But I suppose technically I am coming from. Anyway, I'm Edric. I'm playing Edric. I'm a mage, and I've been on the run my entire life, and now I maybe don't need to. So I'm excited and sad because. Also, I only have 1 stamina point and 15 hit points. I'm not ready to fight a moon.
Hey, I'm gonna seduce it,
You
and
can have
Steven's
some
gonna
of my
ride it.
stamina.
It'll be fine.
Oh.
Yeehaw.
And last but not least is our witcher, whose surprise child is undergoing her trials shortly.
Yep. So, hello. My name is Jillian, also known as Sheep for Gaming X, and I am playing Ariella, our witcher, who Illy advises to ride the moon or ride a wyvern to try and tame it. She ill advises everything because she is so smart.
And I'm Simon at One Rig DM. I'll be GMing tonight's game. Let's go back to where we were. Who would like to recap what happened last time? We know that it ended with a green moon, but what else happened?
I'll do it.
All right.
So we're in a ancient buried elven temple, and stuff. We were in an ancient buried elven temple because Alona had been called there by the voice of Tiansail, her ancestor, who needed her to finish his last great song so that his soul could rest. And she did that, and it turns out the song was all about love, because bards. And then as they were making their way back, we heard the sounds of a minotaur or something in this temple, and Kahir was really excited to fight it. But then, surprise, Idrik shows up out of nowhere and almost kills himself to teleport us all away. In which we teleported to Toussaint in Nilfgaard, and he and Idrik told us about how the wizard, the mage hunter that he killed, just had this house that no one was using, so he's been living at this.
That was the one that actually killed the mage.
That Ariella killed. Had this house that no one was using, and so Idrik had been living in this guy's house and learning some new magic and scrying on the party to get back to us. So after a kind of brief vacation where the lovers, Ariella and Idrik, were reunited after a very painful departure, Ilona went to go bathe off the ancient pond scum in the river, as is her custom. And Cahir came with her. And Ilona explained some of her confusion and conflicting feelings around falling in love a second time after the person that you thought was your one great love has passed away. Cahir and Ilona finally admitted their feelings. Well, Cahir had already admitted, Ilona finally admitted her feelings, and that she returned Cahir's feelings. And then she spent the next 2 straight days singing the ancient song of love that she had learned from Tiensel. And that song enchanted Cahir's blade into Taedmina, a weapon of great and legendary power.
And do you mind if I go into the stats of the sword right away so we can get that out of the way before we start?
Sure.
And then we'll finish the recap. But Taedmina is... are you ready, Steven?
Yes.
All right. It grants you a +2 to your attack rolls with it. Weapon accuracy, because it is a straight edge. It is as righteous as you are. It is also armor piercing, because just like your love for Ilona, it is and was unstoppable. You can freely change any damage you deal with the sword to non-lethal damage, because as Ilona sees you as the kind, valiant knight that you are, so too can the blade be kind and merciful. And its last ability is whenever you hit a creature with it, you have a 30% chance of staggering it. Oh, Jillian disappeared.
I think she DC'd.
Oh, Jillian is back. Okay, we'll change the cameras after. And if you hit a creature that is already staggered, you actually stun it instead.
Super cool.
That's really good.
I like it.
I told Simon to make it as great as Ilona thinks Cahir is.
Yep.
Oh.
That's so cute and cheesy.
Yep.
Aww.
And the blade... Oh, I'm not done. I'm done with the crunchy. I'm done with the crunchy, though. But the blade bears 2 runes, one on each side of the blade. And each rune basically glows a light whenever the stagger is in effect. When both runes are lit, that's when you can stun someone. Which, with each swing of the blade, a note plays. When a rune lights up, a different note harmonizes with the first. And then the third harmonizes with the second and the first. Thank you. And it makes the chorus of the song that Ilona played for you.
Super cool.
Really nice.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
How do you spell that again? I'm bad.
I'll spell it in Roll20 so everybody can see it.
Yeah. Make sure I wrote it right. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah. So after that sword was forged, they teleported back to that country that I don't remember.
It's on the borders. Let me get out.
The Dragon Mountains.
Yeah, it's in the between the Dragon Mountains.
Kavir.
Okay, it's in some country.
Yeah, it's like right over here, I believe.
Okay.
Like right there.
We went back to the north.
Yeah, we're in the north. We're like really far away. Like,
Yeah. Super north. Yeah, we went back to the north because Ariella's surprise child Narissa is about to go through the trial of the grasses, and Ariella wanted to be there for it. On the way, we ran into a wyvern, and Ariella was critically injured.
Yep, because Kahir thought, I'm going to explain this, Kahir thought it would be the best idea ever to try and feed it potatoes and sausage.
It could have been a good idea.
And then tried to get on its back to tame it.
I'm just upset that we lost the taters and sausage.
Anyway, yes, Ariella was critically injured because of some party shenanigans. Fortunately, we were close enough to the owl school, where she was taken care of. At the owl school, they met Sheila, who is the sorceress in charge of Redania, I think.
I think we met her in Tucson.
Oh yeah.
Sheila we met in
Sheila
Tucson.
you met in Tucson. Yeah.
Philippa we met at the
No, who was the other one? Philippa.
Philippa
There's
Eilhart.
so many.
Sorceress number 3.
We met a third sorceress. None of them have been that nice. And she was all like, help us fight Baba Yaga. And Ilona was like, I'm done with that. And you're being very rude to me right now. So she and Kahir left the meeting, at which point Ariella stayed and talked a little more specifics with Philippa. And Idrik tried to convince Ilona and Kahir to continue fighting Baba Yaga with them. And then in the middle of the day, because it's important to point out that it is still daytime, a green moon appeared in the air. And that's where we are.
I think the moon's name is Baba Yaga.
No, it's
You might think it. You're allowed to think it. Maybe you're right. Maybe my computer is frozen.
Oh no!
Are we still live?
Yeah, I'm watching us right now.
Yeah.
We're fine.
But you have to understand that I'm such a narcissist. I need to be able to see my face twice at all times. So,
Okay, so this is working. All right, I'll just
Yeah.
It's weird. I was having computer problems a second ago too.
yeah, it's my roll. It was only my roll 20. I'm sorry.
Me too.
It was okay. So it probably
so it's just
was
roll 20.
All right, because I only had that open, and I was like, why can't I click on anything? What is
Eric
going on?
Vulgaris, why?
I know he's
Why,
always.
Eric?
It'd be really funny if-
Has he moved on from just messing with rolls to also messing with
Same with everything.
other parts of the game?
it'd be really funny
I
if
get
he
to
was
meet him in
actually here
person.
right now.
Such a nice guy.
All right, so
What?
the moon. High in the sky is a green, foreboding moon. One that should not have appeared. It bears to note that this is not the moon, the one that you are used to seeing at night. It is a different, completely different satellite. It looks like a moon. It's pockmarked with crater holes. It's round. It's a bit smaller than the moon you're used to see, except that this one is closer, so it all looks almost the same. Just to reassure everyone watching, there are no eyes or ears or faces carved in the moon. It is simply there.
It is also not a Death Star, right?
It is not a Death Star. It is just there.
It's also not that moon from Majora's Mask. Don't worry,
Exactly.
everything's fine. The world's
It's
not gonna
just a
end
pale
in 90 days.
green moon. Nonetheless, it is in the sky. High in the sky. Even though it's about 3 in the afternoon. And the sun is still there. You can't help but feel a chill on the air when you look at the moon. There's a sense of foreboding as the four of you stand outside of the gates of the Owl School. And yet, after a few moments, nothing happens. The moon remains, but there are no monsters, there are no spells, no curses. Your medallion, Ariella, isn't shaking.
It appears somebody's watching us.
I am too tired for this shit. And Edric's just gonna sit down in the snow.
I'm just gonna just put my hands on his shoulder and just start rubbing it, just to try and help it. I'm just like looking at the moon. It's like, what the fuck is this? Has Ariella ever heard of something like this, a green moon, or is like, nope, this is new?
Make a Witcher training check.
Okay.
Also, can I also make a magical training check to see if I can think of anything that would cause this?
Yes, and the other two, if you wanted to roll education, that could also work.
Yeah, why not?
Kahir mentioned something about not being surprised by anything anymore.
Yeah.
It's just like, what is
I
it?
rolled a 20.
I think Alona's just like, she's done with this. She doesn't care. She doesn't think that this is her job. And she's just like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of Baba Yaga. Leave me alone, Baba Yaga. I'm not interested. I swipe left.
You swipe left.
Baba Yaga cries a bit.
You always swipe right on Baba Yaga.
All four of you have never heard about such a phenomenon before. But going through the stories that you remember, Ilona, going through the books that you've read, Ariella, Idrik, even Kahir, the stories you were told as a young lad, this bears the mark of a curse.
Like, the world has been cursed?
Probably like the world has been cursed.
Oh, frick!
Considering they just had this conversation, Ilona is then going to turn to Idrik and say, this is clearly out of our hands.
And whose hands is it in? And he's gonna like pick up some snow in one hand, and like he leans his staff against his shoulder and picks up some snow in the other hand. Goes, if one hand drops the ball, and the other hand drops the ball, there is nothing left. Who will?
Let the sorceresses do it. Let the powerful magic users do. I mean, I suppose you're a powerful magic user, but
You trust?
Ilona's gonna take out her her bow and arrow and try and shoot the moon.
You take out your bow and arrow and you shoot at the moon.
Roll a 20.
Make an attack roll.
Oh shit!
I'm kind
Sorry,
of.
I was trying to make a. I'm sorry, everybody. I was trying to make a point about how I can't fight the moon. Apparently, I'm fighting the moon.
Roll initiative against
Do
the
it.
moon.
Do it.
Do it.
It is not point blank.
No, it is like the most extreme of range.
Am I long range or extreme range?
Extreme range.
Is it 2 times 100?
Can I give Ilona my luck points?
Just extreme range. Extreme
Okay,
ones.
fine. I'm just saying.
I know it
My
could be
bow goes
farther.
real far.
Yeah, I know. but there's a reason why I'm saying it's just extreme range.
It's a lot closer. Years.
I fumble.
Oh no!
Yeah, let's do it. I die. Rocks fall, everyone dies. The arrow just like falls
Yeah, you
out.
knock
Explodes the
your
world.
arrow, you fire at the moon, and the arrow ricochets in midair and falls limp on the ground.
Okay, so
Did anybody else see that?
shooting at the moon is not the best option.
Yes, but apparently this I want to reach out and like
Catchphrase.
touch the space. I want to mime.
Oh, I mean, it bounced off at least maybe like 500 yards.
Okay, I want to
wait.
do it again then.
You do it again. I'm not gonna ask you to roll this time. You fire again, and the same thing happens. It's like there's a
This-
glass bubble.
Well, I cannot fight the moon, Idric, and unless you can make whatever's stopping my arrows from hitting, there is literally nothing I can do.
To be able to take us onto it, you could shoot it there.
Wait,
Ari, you defeated a monster from another dimension. Sorry, not Ari. I mean, you helped. You were very
I
instrumental.
helped. Yes, I helped.
Oh,
But
yeah, I did it.
Olona,
I did it with my feelings. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you defeated a monster with your feelings.
I was psychically connected to you at the time. The intensity of your emotions is not a thing I have soon forgotten. You can...
So you want to make a psychic connection with the moon?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I
Kahir
was gonna
looks
say
around.
that's a pretty stupid idea.
Kahir looks around and says, "Wait, what exactly are we talking about?"
You were out, Kahir. And Idric did something with magic. The point is, this is not for us.
Then who?
I don't know,
You hear,
but I cannot do anything.
you hear a voice coming from behind you. Well, then maybe let the new generations of Witcher take care of it. And it's the voice of Ada. Well, Ariella, you recognize her as Ada. She's the one that trains the new Witchers. The one that oversees the Trial of the Grasses.
I don't know why I'm not talking. I should be talking.
Yes, Idric, let the witches take care of it. Let the mages take care of it.
And at that, Idris is kind of like push himself up on his staff and stand up. Just because I can command the elements, and he like sparks a little bit of fire around his fingers, that doesn't make you or Kahir any less a hero than I suppose I will have to deal with this without your help. And he's just gonna kind of trudge off towards the keep.
Kahir calls out to him to stop him. And he looks at Ilona and then looks back at Idric and he says, he was there for us when we needed him. He's been a good friend to us. I want to help.
And go help him, but I cannot. It is not, and I think this is foolish. You're going to get yourselves killed. And I I cannot stand to see either of you die in this foolish way. But if I cannot stop you, then I will not be there to witness it.
But then what about your story?
There are other people who will tell this tragedy, but it will not be me.
No, I think she meant your story with Kahir. That true love was supposed to win the day.
True love does not stop Kahir from being the person he is. I could not stop Kahir from doing this.
But it
No more than the wind could move a mountain.
But true love does kill demons from another dimension. He just kind of starts walking again.
Ada looks to Ariella and says, the ceremony will be tonight.
Thank you, Ada.
No problem. You're welcome to assist if you wish, but you will not see your surprise child until it is over.
I understand.
And she looks back at the moon and just shivers and goes back inside the keep, leaving Kahir, Alona, and Ariella in the snow.
This is a bad omen if even one of my own people shivers at this sign.
I can tell it's bad.
Well, it's something that I've never encountered before, and I never thought I would.
I doubt anybody's encountered this before.
All right. But I'm not going to back down from this fight. They've threatened my fellow Witchers in the newer generation. I will never let that stand. I will never let that stand, ever. So my fight with Baba Yaga is now a little more personal. They try to hurt one of my own, they will have my blade. And then she's gonna walk back into the keep.
All right. Two other of you that are left outside, pondering. Can you make a perception check for me, an awareness check?
Oh,
Got a critical from Kahir.
Actually,
Wow.
only Kahir sees it. Wow.
Oh.
Kahir, you
Yeah.
notice down the slope of the mountain, almost hidden between two rocky tors, there seems to be a small hut that wasn't there before. A thatch roof and a thin plume of white smoke that can easily be mistaken for a column of powdery snow just being blown in the wind. But it stands there, maybe a mile down the slope.
I think he stands there for a while in contemplation before turning to Ilona and admitting that he has no clue what to do.
do you think me a coward?
No, not at all.
I want to live, Kahir.
I know.
And part of living is choosing your battles. This is not a battle I can fight. And I'm afraid because I think this is a battle that you could fight. That you want to fight.
I feel it's a battle perhaps that needs to be fought today, so that tomorrow we don't have to fight.
And what if tomorrow never comes? Shouldn't we enjoy what time we have now before it's all over?
I feel like this fight is for tomorrow. And the next day and the next to come. I feel that tomorrow will not come if we sit idly by. He steps a little closer to Ilona and he puts out his hand and he says, "But I can't do it alone."
Yeah, I can.
You are the music in my heart. You are the rallying cry that drives me ever forward. And I cannot fight this fight without you.
I cannot fight this fight at all. I am not a hero. I am a silly girl with a mandolin
And I'm a silly boy with a sword.
I worked very hard on that sword, don't discount it.
He chuckles. I'm still silly, though.
Actually,
Yes, you did try to tame a wyvern with potatoes. She, leans into his chest.
you feel a warmth coming from the sword.
Not now. Not now.
I suppose if I cannot stop you, I just... fear I will do nothing more than get in the way.
You have never been in the way. You've always been right. Right where I needed you.
She kisses him. Just to stand on her toes to do it. He's very tall.
He shuts up for a minute.
Here you can... the sword is strapped to your back or to your side?
To my side.
To your side. So on your thigh, you feel a heartbeat. And it's the same heartbeat that beats in Ilona's chest at the moment. The same beat, the same rhythm. That is all.
I feel like we're linked in more ways than one.
I suppose if we die together, it saves me from dying alone.
We won't die. I feel pretty good about it.
You say that, yet...
Got this warm, tingly feeling in my legs. Come with me. Edric
swore
needs our
an
help.
oath. I will follow you to the end of my days. You know that.
I feel like we need to swear new oaths.
Mine will be the same. For different reasons, but the same. I will follow you to the end of my days. My life is yours. I will spend every waking moment making sure that you achieve your goals. This I do swear. Either in Avion, of Dol Blathana, Ilona and Varonis. I swear by the blood in my heart, and I swear by the breath in my lungs and the music in my strings. And I swear I will be there to tell the story once it's all over.
Thank you, Ilona. I think it is I that does not deserve you. Now let's go fight.
I think we have to watch somebody graduate.
I'll fight them while they graduate.
Is that Tade Minna on your hip, or are you just happy to see me?
No.
That is not what I meant.
Don't make this beautiful symbol of my undying love into something awful. Don't
That's
make
what
it into a dick joke.
That's
Don't.
what I do know.
Speaking of what you do, what do Idrik and Ariella do during that time, once you've entered the keep in you?
Edric is going to go to the library because the Owl School has a massive library of all kinds of information,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna just, without even looking, just grab the first book he finds on a shelf, plop it down onto a table, open it up, sit down to read it, like just kind of frustrated and angry and like scared, and just pass out.
Pass out. All right. You pass out on a book titled On the Monstrosities of Sheep. Just because they have a whole lot of books doesn't mean that all of them are good. I mean, one could say you fell asleep counting sheeps.
Oh, that's my job, Simon.
Thank you, everyone. So,
What a sheepless joke.
Ariella, what do you do?
Me? I might as well help prepare for the I'm gonna help around prepare for the ceremony.
All right.
Might as well like keep myself busy and try to and also keep an eye on the mood just in case it does more weird stuff.
There are 6 kids this time that will undergo their ceremony tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are hardy. All of them are trained. All of them are ready. You know as a Witcher that of these 6 kids, potentially 2 of them won't make it to the next sunrise. That's just the lot of being a Witcher.
I get it.
You prepare everything to make sure that whatever happens, the kids are as comfortable as they can compared to the brutish wolf school. You don't do the trial of the grasses inside a wet, damp, cold cavern in the middle of nowhere. You actually hold it in a specifically prepared room in, under the keep. There are candles to light. There are, of course, the ritual being somewhat of a harsh thing on the body and the mind. There are beds with restraints for the kids so that they don't try to, harm themselves or fall off the bed or what have you. And you have a few of the older Witchers there to make sure that, everything goes smoothly. Of all the Witcher schools, yours is the one with the highest rate of success. It is dangerous nonetheless, but with access to all the information that the owls have, like I'm not going to say that you've perfected the art of making witchers, but you are certainly the one that is the closest to the original witchers, like the original process that could even be used way back when on elves. And that takes you a couple of hours. What we're going to do is we're going to fast forward a bit. If Kahir and Ilona wants to rest as well, I'll give you all a full rest.
Yay!
So we'll move the clock to 9 p.m. that night.
Let me just bring.
Basically, you regain all of your hit points, all of your stamina. Everything
Where's
is
my-
back.
Yay!
So is this rest like all the potions you find outside of the last room in the dungeon?
Yep.
Oh no.
Simon, you have your HP and stamina back. Yay!
Did you say
Yay!
Simon?
No, I meant Edric.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You too, Simon.
I get all my stamina. Oh, thank God! I've spent the last couple of days like powered by coffee.
You could use a solid 8-hour rest.
Please get some sleep after this.
So,
Care about your health.
if the others want to assist or to attend to the rite, you can. So I'm gonna ask
Are
you.
we allowed to? I thought it was like super secret Witcher stuff.
Oh, the super secret Witcher stuff is what they shoot the kids with.
Oh, okay.
That's as a matter of speech, that's what they do. The rest, I mean, if you want to play music to try to calm them down,
Yeah.
that would be very welcome. Again, most of the other schools, they tend to do things a very primitive and brutish way. Where the owls are a bit more, like I said, sophisticated or at least learned in their manners. And they know, they tend to know a bit more like what can help. And, you know, if it's the last bit of comfort they can have before a life of witchery and living outside and enduring the hardship of hunting monsters, well then, let's make sure that this at least is worth it.
Yeah. Ilona will play for them, and she'll sing songs of Ariella.
How old are these kids that are undergoing the trial?
Between 4 and 11 years old.
All right, so Edric is gonna bite the bullet and use his glamour spell to make himself look all kinds of weird, ridiculous colors and stuff, like just to try to amuse the younger children. So like 1 minute he's pink with like white polka dots, and then like the next he's got like green hair. I'm assuming I can like shift it around a little bit after I cast it once.
Yeah.
Since I'm just like literally amusing children with it. So like at one point he looks like Barney the dinosaur, but like a person.
As a
It's like,
you're purple with green polka dots.
So Kahir, being a little jealous of Edric, also decides that he has to entertain the children, but all he knows what to do is dance and try to juggle some potatoes, and probably ends up making a fool of himself.
The Ada approaches you, Kahir, and says, "You know, as witchers, fighting with a sword is akin to a dance. If you're more comfortable with swordplay, you could always demonstrate, you know, the type of swordplay that they will be called to make later on."
Oh, well, I was just trying to... I don't know what I was trying to do.
Probably make mashed potatoes of my floor.
He like looks down at his feet and he's
There's like a broken potato. Like splattered.
sorry about that.
Edric draws his sword and points it towards Stephen, and he's got like towards Kahir, and he's currently got like yellow skin with like bee stripes and 2 little bug antennae that come out, and he goes, "Have at thee, potato fiends!"
And like
Ilona starts like playing dramatic music.
And it's a weird contrast to have, and I'm not going to go into details, but it's hard on their bodies and it's hard on their mind, and a lot of them are crying, biting down on like a leather mouthpiece. And it lasts about 4 hours of grueling work. Y'all are going to lose, well, 12 points of stamina.
Me too, or?
If you do anything to help, yes.
Probably not.
Okay.
Yes, Ariella wouldn't really do much to help. Well, she helped with this, helping with make the ceremony happen.
Yeah, but I meant during the ceremony.
During the ceremony, she would just watch. She just smirks at like Edric and Kahir trying to make fools of themselves.
I rolled randomly earlier while we were talking on actual physical D10s because I didn't want to show you guys what was happening. But out of the 6 kids that underwent the trials, 6 kids are gonna make it.
Yay!
Except
like
that one
those
of
a lot.
them... I rolled a 10,
Oh.
What does that mean?
which means extra mutations. One of them actually took Nerissa. Took to the trials so well that they pumped her full of other chemicals, which turned her hair light blue, enlarged her pupils. She now has pale white skin with pointy ears and tiny pointy teeth.
That's adorable!
Kahir, I don't know if it's just me, but does that kid look like a drowner?
No,
That's
I mean
what
it's
I
not
was
like
thinking.
it's not like fangs.
It's like little pointy shark teeth. It's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
I know, I'm a little worried.
That's a good word for it.
Most of the other ones have the regular mutations, the cat eyes. Some of them, their skin turned darker or paler. One of the girls completely lost her hair. That's going to regrow. One of them, her hair turned white because of the shock. But otherwise, at midnight, you have 6 brand new level 1 Witchers.
Yay! My surprise child is gonna be a great Witcher one day. I'm confident in that matter.
Ada says they're going to have to rest. If only because this was very grueling for them. I'll invite you to come upstairs, if you will, with the rest of us. We're going to celebrate our greatest batch of Witchers so far. Well, I mean the one with the most success. Well, anyway, you understand.
I do understand. I'd be happy to attend. Well, honored to attend.
By the way, as you go upstairs and look out the window, there are 2 moons now. There's like the real one, and then there's the green one.
Oh god, I feel like this is like a weird Tatooine thing where there's like 2 moons or something.
Kind of like that, but the green moon hasn't moved at all, ever.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Whereas
Are we sure
the
it's
actual
not the Death
moon,
Star?
it's green and it's an actual physical moon.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna look over at Ada. I think at this point it's like I'm becoming a bit concerned about that moon. I think we should have some of our own keep an eye on it just in case something else happens.
Yes, well, I wish
am-
Philippa hadn't left. She would have been able to tell us a bit more about what is going on.
Wait, did that little twerp leave?
Yeah, she left.
She like teleported at some point.
God, I hate her.
Sorceresses are not meant to be loved.
Does she have her eyes in this one?
Yes, she does.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
It's
Spoilers.
the spoilers are. It depends on what you do in the second Witcher game,
Oh, okay.
because chances are
I
she
just-
might not even be there
Oh, okay. I just saw a lot of pictures of her
Yeah,
without eyeballs.
without the.
And also some like really gross pictures of her without eyeballs. Those games are gross, man. Don't make your games so gross, CD Projekt Red.
Cyberpunk 2020 is coming out. Just wait for the gross. But no, Edric is kind of like sitting and thinking, I would be interested to know how far the field around it extends. Is it everywhere, or simply around the moon?
You want me to go shoot other things?
Well, this is a castle. There should be towers.
There are.
Towers that reach to the heights of the heavens. We could see.
They're 5 stories high, but you can count it as high as the heaven if you want.
Look, alright, I'm a poor little dirt farmer from Ader. 5 stories is the heavens as far as I'm concerned. But we could see if maybe it's a sphere.
Kahir, are you going to say anything about what you saw? Okay.
Maybe there is
Sure, yes, I can go.
it might have an entry point or a weak spot.
Yes, let's get to a tower and see if we can see anything.
Actually, he wasn't planning on it, but when Edric says that about an entry point, it kind of pops in his head. And he says, well, while we were outside, I did notice this strange hut. It wasn't there when we arrived. Speaking of an entry point, what if... No, it couldn't be.
Well, I was going to chastise you on making fun of poor people, but it wasn't there when we arrived. What kind of hut?
Wooden? Yeah.
Was somebody in it?
Well, I couldn't quite tell if it was windblown snow or a white plume of soft smoke that rose out of it, but maybe.
It's worth investigating. Idric's kind of racking his brain. Does he know anything about huts in the lore of Baba Yaga?
Baba Yaga never existed.
So you wouldn't know. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's just like
I know
he's
what
like-
you're all
What a
thinking. I know
irony.
what you're all thinking.
No, he's looking for anything at all.
Then what
That's
am
fine.
I thinking?
What am I thinking?
Well, I suppose if that's our lead, I could stand in a tower and shoot at the moon to figure out what exactly the stone is. Or we could go to that hut. But we should decide, because apparently we're doing this, so let's do it and get it over with.
I think the hut is probably the better of the 2 options.
Good, because I would have made you go pick up all of my arrows later.
Do we go now, or do we go
Right
in
now.
the morning? Right now. Okay.
Right now.
Can,
Well, they're not expecting us.
can I drink a little ale first for courage?
Oh yeah, was there a party?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a party happening.
Ilona's drunk.
Already?
I didn't realize. I thought only Ariella was invited to the party.
No, all four of you.
We're all invited.
So you're
Yeah.
drunk and just muttering about shooting the
Then-
moon with a bow and arrow.
Then
which-
maybe
Yes.
Kahir is more like, we gotta do it now. Right now.
Oh,
While they're not expecting us.
I'm such a bad influence on Kahir, and I love it.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't think right now is the best time.
Right now, Idrik. We gotta do it.
Okay,
I'm gonna
Kahir,
have to agree with Edric on this one. You
We can-
two are not up to investigative.
Look, I have done lots of things this drunk. In fact, once I broke a monster's jaw with my sword.
That is
I
true.
was
you
there,
did.
I saw it.
I know. I was there too.
I still need to hear this story, but
I will tell you this story because someone who we ran into during that time was the reason I'm here.
Anyway, the point is, me being drunk has absolutely nothing, no bearing on whether or not I am able to investigate a hut
I'm
or
not
fight a monster.
It's my. It's not towards you, Alona. It's towards Kahir. Just look at him.
What? He looks wonderful.
He's wobbling in place.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Kahir, if you can take the amulet off of any witcher here, and you are not too drunk to save the world.
No, don't make him go around stealing things from children. That's weird. Idrik, I think maybe you're too drunk to do this.
I haven't had a drink yet. I've been talking and being worried about a giant green moon.
So have I. And from what I can tell, you two are definitely two peas in a pod.
Well, if you are too worried to get drunk, then shouldn't we just take care of it now? So
Okay,
that you can get drunk.
alright, let's just go. Clearly, these are the people to save the world.
Look, you asked me.
I
You
did,
asked me,
I did.
Ilona, Knight of Veronis.
He comes back with a medallion.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Did you just steal from a child?
The children are resting. He stole it from an adult.
Yep.
They're all children
get-
to me.
I glare like daggers at Kahir right now for what he's done. He would literally be slashed for that.
I'm just borrowing it. I'll give it back later.
Put it on the table. You proved your point. Let's go. Let's...
All right, let's
She's
go.
literally like
He
glaring.
clinks it down at the table.
Ilona will like wrap an arm around Ariella's waist because that's all she can reach, and she'll be like, "Look, it's just a bit of fun. He
I'd be
didn't mean anything by it. It was also Idric's fault. So if you should be mad at anybody, you should be mad at Idric."
Yeah, he told me to do it.
I didn't think it would work.
Me neither. Me neither.
I also think that's like a phrase uttered by every mage ever in The Witcher. It's like, I didn't think it would work. How was I supposed to know that?
So as you make your way down in the mountain slope, the cold mountain air sobers you up quite a bit. You're still drunk, but at least you're a bit more awake. And
I
you
bring a bottle of wine with me.
All right, and you smell apples and cinnamon on the wind.
This smells very nice. Something definitely wants to kill us.
And we're gonna take a break. because that was the best one-liner to take a break at. We'll see you in about 5 minutes, everyone. Ta-ta. damn it. Hey, we're back. Oh, I love when OBS twitches a bit like that. So it smells of apple and cinnamon.
That's not a common occurrence in the mountains.
Do you think
Yes.
it's pie?
I don't know. It's something that wants to kill us. Hello.
Oh, hello! Replies a feminine voice, as feminine as mine can be.
I noticed your hut appeared in the middle of nowhere.
It tends to do that, yes.
How does it do that? As we're like walking towards it.
You hear a voice. Well, she actually, a young woman in her early 20s, pokes her head out the window, opens the shutters, and she pokes her head out and says, "Oh, it walks."
Oh! That's very handy. All of your things are just in the one place. And it walks for you. You must... That's very convenient.
It is.
Listen, are you a horrible monster who wants to kill us all?
Sorry, she's very drunk.
Yeah.
I can see that. I could go for some alcohol myself. I've been on a...
Oh, I have some. Would you like it?
Well, then come in. And she opens the door. Or actually, the door opens.
I
Is
don't
it on the
trust-
ground? Is it on giant chicken legs, or is it
No,
just...
it's actually on the ground.
like,
It's
pop
a
in a
perfectly
spot?
normal. It's a perfectly normal
Okay.
hut.
I have to
Ariella doesn't trust this house.
I have to make sure that you're not affiliated with Baba Yaga or eight-eyed ravens or monsters who want to take their revenge on humanity before I come in and give you my wine.
And if I were, young lady, what would that change?
Well, I wouldn't come in and give you my wine.
Even if I were to give you pie?
What kind of pie?
That would probably want me to give you the wine less. Are you Abba Yaga? Are you related to... Are you just with her?
And she comes out of her hut, like she stands on the threshold and she wipes her hand on her apron. And this young woman, very beautiful, long braided white hair. She wears this like braided like cotton thingy around her head. She's dressed in a plain white blouse with a red apron over it, and a black and red skirt. Not the type of clothing you would wear in a snowstorm on the
No.
tall peak of the mountain. But she says, there are some that do call me Baba Yaga. It's a affectionate little pet name that my mother gave me. Came from the first words I ever told her. Now, do I look like an evil crone that would devour children?
Well, no, but that wasn't my question. My question was if you wanted to take revenge on humanity and the rest of us non-humans for killing all of the monsters.
No.
I don't believe her. May I roll Abba Yaga awareness?
Yes. You can roll Baba Yaga perception.
Human
Kahir?
percent.
Kahir leans over to Idrik and says, "Hey, do you think this is Yaga Gaga?"
Oh,
No, I don't think it's Abba Yaga.
I don't think it is.
26. She is definitely hiding a whole lot of information, but
A whole lot of apples and cinnamon.
she is genuinely nice.
Well, you're very nice, but you're lying to me, or at least you're not telling me everything. And I don't give my wine to people I don't trust. So you better start talking before I finish this bottle.
would you rather stay outside in the cold and the incoming snowstorm?
Yes. Talk.
Hmm.
If I may, Ilona, perhaps we should just sit at the table.
No, we're not
And-
going
no.
into a demon witch's house.
That's just
Yeah,
I'm
Yabba
gonna
Yaga.
go. I'm gonna go close to the house to see if my medallion goes off.
Yep.
Okay, it's going off.
no.
So
Of
there's
course it's going off. It is a walking house. And she's Abba Yaga, the first sorceress.
I
That's just...
Ilona-
So you've heard of me.
Yes.
Wait,
Oh.
You fought your horrible tentacle... No, it wasn't tentacle. Antler monster with the mouths.
Did it have little hands?
Oh, the trap.
In the book, yes. So please.
Someone definitely read something they shouldn't have then.
Anyway, please tell us if you want to kill all of...
I do not want to
Humans.
kill all of humanity. No.
But you do want to rule over them.
Well, and she crosses her arms and leans on the threshold. Well, look at the other sorceresses. Do you not think that what they're doing at the moment is ruling?
Well, I know one for sure is because she is the queen of my people.
Then would you fault me for wanting the same?
I mean, yes, but you seem to be wanting to kill a lot of people to do it.
Really? When have I killed anyone recently?
Well, people, at least people, not you, but people acting on your behalf seem to be in the business of getting kings killed and then pretending to be the kings. There was a whole doppel thing.
Maybe she's just misunderstood.
Oh, that's what they all think. Everybody's misunderstood, really. The question is why she wants to suddenly become the tyrannical ruler of a place that she didn't exist in before.
Who told you any of this?
I read your book.
You mean my... You read my diaries.
One of them, yes.
You've been young before, have you not?
Very long time ago, but yes.
Then you've been angry at the world before.
Yes.
Well, that's what you read. The musing of a young sorceress who was angry at the world.
Does my human perception count check still
Oh, yeah,
count?
yeah.
Is she shitting me?
Yes and no. Yes, in the sense that she might have been angry at the world, but instead of, watching, listening to metal music and whatever and dressing up at Hot Topic, she decided to murder people. Yeah, she's shitting you on that. She's not shitting you in the sense that this was written a long time ago and she might have changed since.
Well, why are you here now if that was all a folly of youth?
Well, she looks at the moon. Says,
Which one?
the green one.
the green one.
The one that just appeared.
I mean, it's a valid question.
There's
Yeah,
two
yeah.
moons.
But she looks at this, she's looking at the green one and says, well, it appears I was called.
Oh, you didn't do that.
No, I can barely do the simplest of tricks now. That's actually how I get my oven to work, despite the utter lack of wood around here.
Wait, you're the most powerful, you're the first sorceress and you can't do magic.
Now, would you like to know that story?
Yes.
Then do you have...
I'm still not going into your house. I'm sorry, darling. I'm not interested. I'm in a relationship right now. You're very pretty.
I'm sorry,
And
Ella.
if I wasn't convinced, if I wasn't still sort of convinced that you're trying to take over the world, I'd consider it.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You should. I'm very attractive and I'm a very good lover. But that is beside the point.
Well, I've told you everything I feel
Why
like
don't you have magic?
Oh, now you want to know that. How many
Well, I
questions are you
mean-
going to ask me before you actually decide to come inside?
I don't think I'm going to decide to come inside. I have many questions for you, but I would like to ask them out here,
Well, then in that case,
neutral ground.
I'm not very dressed for outside. And she goes back in and she just leans out the window instead with a slice of apple pie in her hand. And she just eats. She's like, it's dreadfully cold outside for someone dressed like I am.
Yes. Don't you have a coat in your house?
Oddly enough, I don't.
Hmm.
The hut is
Maybe
warm
you
enough
should-
that I don't need anything.
Maybe you should just magic yourself. Oh, wait, you can't magic yourself. Tell me now that you're inside.
Alona, I think you're starting to be a little rude.
It's okay, little one. I've had people sass me a whole lot more before. Remember, I'm a sorceress.
I'm being very, very friendly.
I don't have any magic because I was stripped of magic, or at least of most of my powers, by the other sorceresses.
And why is that? Is it because you tried to take over the world?
I also have a cat familiar, and it keeps meowing in the background.
I was wondering what that was. It kind of sounds like whale noises.
No. He's hiding behind my green screen and meowing at the wall. Because you are
As you do.
intelligent. She says,
They see
Whoa.
bugs we don't see. I'm convinced.
Yep. Clearly not the sorceresses you might know now, but way back when, I tried to unite the North into a semblance of a country, and I was betrayed.
How come nobody knows about you then?
Have you ever heard of magic so powerful they can strip you from history books?
No, because it doesn't exist.
Well, hi.
What's your real name then if it's not Abba Yaga?
That would put me in great danger if you knew, so I'm gonna choose not to tell you.
Well, that's maybe why nobody knows about you. No magic about stripping you from the history books. You're just a coward. But it's all right. No, it's fine. I'm afraid of magic too. Magic has done very terrible things to me personally. I trust her cowardice has value in keeping her alive. My cowardice has value in keeping me alive.
Be careful.
So the
how
moon
you-
summoned you.
The moon was there because someone put it there.
I can't shoot it. There's like a dome.
A
Do you know what
prison.
that's about?
Well, actually, yes, I do.
I'm very interested to know, and so is my friend here.
Someone's about to murder all of those witchers up there in their keep.
Who? Do you know?
She just like immediately just goes for her blade just because she's like, it just like holds it there like really tightly, just like.
I don't think it's her, darling, because if it was, then she would say, I'm about to murder all of those witches.
I will find that person whoever they are, and I will slice them in half.
Then I suggest you run up to your keep as fast as you can because they're already inside.
She immediately starts running.
Who is it that's murdering them?
I don't know who. Someone acting on my behalf, hence why I'm here.
Could you stop it?
I don't have any magic anymore, do I?
That you don't need.
Would you just tell them, hey, I don't want to kill all of those children in there? Unless you do want all of those children dead, which I think you do, don't you?
I suppose I could try to put a stop to it, but here's what's complicated is when you've been deified, well, people tend to not believe the real you. They believe the concept of you, and do I look like the evil crone that everyone makes me out to be? No. Whoever follows me, whoever has those ravens, whoever has whatever is happening is... I only wish to be left alone, and, well, I need but one thing. And
what
then
is
I can
that?
be left alone. The people acting under my name, the people bothering me and forcing me to just, I don't know, witness their acts of aggression or what have you. They own a piece of me. It's very gruesome. I don't really like to talk about it, but they own my eye.
You seem to have... Does she have both eyes?
Yeah, but then she moves a hand over one of her eyes, and you just see that the eye disappears, and it's just a gaping hole. And she puts it back up. A glamour spell. Like I said, I can't do much magic. I can at least look good.
I respect that.
It's the most basic spells that you learn as a sorceress. How to look good. Now the thing is if I were to get my eye back, I'd be able to just go away in peace.
Do I believe her that that's what she would do if she got her eye back?
Yeah, no, not with your crit.
Yeah. That's a very good story, but it's not true. Look,
You are intent on
I
making
may
this
be
difficult.
drunk, but I'm not an idiot. I don't lack intelligence.
Well, this could have gone a different way. Well then, you took care of one of my ravens. I got 2 more for you. And with that, the hut rises on chicken legs.
He draws his sword.
And she says, I'm gonna leave you with a present, my dears. Try not to bleed all over the snow. And the hut starts running away. And you hear a high-pitched wail. Yes?
This isn't gonna work, but can I cast a spell magic at it?
Just looking at the hut, you can realize pretty quickly that it's not a spell, it's a creature.
Oh!
Then can I just throw a ball of fire at it?
Oh yeah, you can Enya it if you wanted.
Yeah, okay, I just Enya it.
Damage none?
I must have messed up the...
No, that's okay. Roll your, well, it's okay, it's 4d6 damage, so I can roll the 4d6 if you want. Do you want to roll your percentile? Under a 75, it catches on fire?
Sure.
Alright, it's gonna be 19 points of damage to the hut. And so there is a flaming hut running away in the night. With just dark smoke coming out of its backside. Well, the back of the hut.
Is she just cackling as it like bobs away?
She is cackling, but you also hear her say, go like, "Oh, shit, fire!" and her voice turns to like this shrill, old crony like quality that you would expect from someone as Baba Yaga. But that's buried in a high-pitched wail behind the three of you. Now I'll pause just a second. Ariella.
I am running
get
back
to
to
the
my
keep.
keep.
Yep. And as you get to the keep, something jumps off from the balcony in front of you. Just... It stands on two furry legs. And it's got in one hand 3 bloody owl medallions. By hands I should have said claws, because they're claws, black claws, that connect to massive shoulders and a giant torso that is connected to a powerful neck and the head of a wolf. And it looks at you and says, "I will add you to my collection."
You will die by my hands if you will. And I'm going to sheath my silver sword. I'm going to attack it.
Alright, I'm gonna need everyone to roll for initiative.
All right. 19.
So that's a 17 here. Ariella,
Did a
you
good
say-
job, Simon. I was almost like, well, maybe she isn't so bad.
Oh.
Maybe if drunk Ilona wasn't so good, things would have gone differently.
Living my best life, getting drunk and passing Baba Yaga. God, it's so good. What am I rolling?
There's a button
Goodness.
for initiative.
Yeah, there it is. Sorry. I feel a little bit contact drunk. It's like this
Just by drunk by association.
drunk. Yeah, this is the kind of bleed they don't talk about.
Yeah.
The drunkenness bleed.
Yep.
Oh, I crit!
Really?
Yeah! I'm invincible.
I'm gonna cast a spell to sober you up or something.
And now Alona goes first.
Wait, I still have another monster. Yeah, that monster doesn't go first. So, I'll begin with Ilona, and I'll begin by describing the monster that faces you at the moment. It's another humanoid with a big black beard, but the face of a misshapen bat and 2 large ears and 2 horns.
Is he like a cute bat though? Or
No, it's like
an
a
ugly-
very ugly bat. It's
Okay.
yeah, it's not a cute bat at
Because
all.
bats are very cute.
Yeah,
but-
no, this one is it's like picture a bat that caught on fire and someone put it out with a shovel.
Oh no. That would kill the bat.
Yeah, but picture the bat survives
Oh,
Can I-
and then goes on a killing spree against people that have shovels.
Can I put this bat out with a shovel?
Well, it's Ilona's turn
it's my
first.
turn. How
So-
far away is he from me?
It currently is 50 yards away.
50 yards. I can shoot that then.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do it.
And it is going to try to dodge out of the way.
What range is that?
It's not point blank. It's
Is it close or medium? I can't.
remember. Let's say close. Let's say close.
Okay. Because my thing is 200 feet, and I don't know what a yard is based on a foot.
3 feet.
That's
Oh.
so dumb. I hate that.
It's I count everything in yards in The Witcher, so it's 200 yards.
Oh,
So
it's
you're
200.
yeah, it's a quarter, so it's close.
Wait, is it yards? One sec. I have to.
I love it when Canadians run into the metric system. Not the metric, the imperial system.
It's awful, and I hate
I
it.
hate-
The range is just 200. So is that
Everything's
yards?
in yard. Yeah.
Okay, so it's
everything
at,
should be in meters, actually.
it's at listed range. Okay.
Please edit everything to go into the metric system, please, next time.
Look,
If you're listening,
Well,
I'll
that's why I said a yard instead of a meter, but it's roughly the same thing.
They're close, yeah.
Yeah, they're about
12
30.
inches to a foot, 3 feet to a yard. What is it? 5,124.
Doesn't make
yards per
sense.
mile?
It's
Doesn't make
awful.
sense.
And there's, I just don't even get me started on the metric on the
How many
imperial
yards
system.
to
I
a
hate
chevron?
it so much. I hate it. Okay,
So the DC.
I'm gonna take out my.
All right. You're gonna have to beat a 28.
Excuse me.
All right.
Oh
This
hi.
just get good.
Oh
You
hi.
have to let us level up in like 5 sessions, and then you throw fucking base 24 at us.
I got this.
Are we going to die?
No.
I honestly, maybe that's the one strength this creature has. Is
I
that it's super agile.
I mean, it is a bad boy.
It's a bad boy.
Bad
There's a
boy,
musical about him.
Really?
Bad Boy the Musical.
Oh,
I've
okay.
never heard of it, but it exists.
Well, this one is Katakan the musical.
All right. We're fighting vampires.
Ariella facing the
Uh-huh.
werewolf.
Oh, this werewolf's gonna die by my hands. I'm taking out a silver sword.
Mm-hmm.
What should I do first? Which one is it? Actually, first up, I'm gonna cast a Yrden. Use my sign Yrden on the ground so I can slow it down.
All right. That gives him a -2 on attacks if it charges at you.
Yep, I'm just gonna put this in the description. Yrden creates a magic circle on the ground around you. Anything that steps in that circle takes a negative speed and reflex until the exits the circle. Blah 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 blah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just gonna slow that guy down. I don't think I can do anything else because I can't attack on my turn.
If you want to burn 2 stamina points, you could.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Just burn 2 stamina points just to do an attack. Because I'm mad. I'm super mad right now. Because I just killed 3 witchers. So you're going to die now. So gonna do my swordsmanship. If I can find that. There it is. There. Attack. Is that an extra action or?
It is an extra action.
Okay. Yes. Fast strike. With silver sword. Random targeting. I don't think I get any additional mods, so
Nope.
19.
19, and I'm going to roll.
And it takes a negative to reflex and speed.
Yeah. So plus yep. All right. At least it's not a 24, but it's a 20.
Oh! Can I spend 2 luck points? I'm gonna spend 2 of my luck points.
Yes, you can
No,
spend your luck points.
I'm gonna spend my luck points. I'm gonna spend 2 of them.
All right.
So that I can beat it. I'm gonna take it down.
So,
That's not.
all right. Click the button for the
Target
buddy.
location.
Yeah.
2, so it's the
Torso. So regular damage. Go right
Yep.
ahead.
Regular damage. 22 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
Not bad.
And it doesn't need to be half because it's a silver weapon.
Yep. 22 minus 8. That's 14.
Yep.
You slash it across the torso as it enters the circle, and its delayed reaction means that it dodges out of the way after the blow is done, and then looks down at the gash and then up at you and snarls.
I'm gonna snarl back.
You do.
Yeah, I'm gonna snarl back because I'm pissed off now. He has messed with the wrong school.
The vampire takes stock of who is fighting and then becomes invisible.
Oh.
My
Wait, which one?
check is the one fighting the three of you.
The Bat Boy. Apparently,
Great.
apparently it's a vampire.
Yeah, Katakan is a type of vampire. I'm sorry.
You
Shouldn't
said Bat Boy. You should have said vampire.
No, but it's the ones that look like bats. I don't know if you remember in the
No.
first Witcher. Okay.
Oh!
Oh my.
This is about to hurt.
Oh no, that's the DC to spot it. So it's, for all intents and purposes, it is invisible.
Are you intending to kill us?
Yes, it's the last episode.
I'm not intending a TPK. I never intend a TPK. What I
He says as he
intend
rolls plus 32.
is, because for once you're fighting a monster on like their turf. You know what? You go, Idrik. It's your turn.
I cast a spell.
Great.
He has to make a spellcrafting check against me. It doesn't specify that I have to see the spell. Spell, ritual, or hex within the range of this spell.
Huh. It doesn't state that it can be dispelled, but since Yearden works, I'm gonna say dispel also works. So I
Okay.
have to roll spell casting. It doesn't have spell casting. It can only be, ooh, okay. So what's the DC?
25.
If I roll a 10, I might have it. Yeah, no.
Eh!
It becomes visible again. It is like 3 yards away.
How much
Closer to
stamina
you.
did it spend to do the ability?
Because the stamina cost would be the same. Half as many vigor points as a caster spent to cast a magic. I'm going to say 4 stamina.
Reduced by 3, so 1. Bam. So yeah, the vampire disappears and Idrik goes, oh, fuck no. And just, like, his eyes glow white and he traces an arcane thing sigil in the air and his staff flashes a bright burst of white light and the Katakan becomes visible.
Yep. It's
like how
it's
this-
shifted like 3 yards to the right.
I like how I'm just fighting this werewolf alone.
That's my turn.
You are.
Yeah, I am. I'm probably done for.
We'll see about that.
Yup.
It's the werewolf's turn.
Ah! But it's slowed because of Yurden.
Yeah, it's got a -2 on everything.
Yay.
It's going to go and make 2 claw attacks at you.
Okay.
So you can dodge the first one for free. The second one's going to cost you 2 stamina points to dodge.
Oh, that's fine.
Um,
Wait, dodge. There it is. So,
16. Alright, so you can make your dodge check if you want.
alright.
But the first attack is a 24.
Ah!
You want to burn your 2 luck points?
I'm burning 2 more luck points. Yep.
And the second one is also 24.
Frick.
So you have to roll for the second one.
Yep, I know. Ba-ba. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Wish me luck. It's a 25!
Yeah, so
Yay!
you're good. You're good for the second one.
Woohoo!
And you burnt your luck on the first one, so it just goes and swipes twice, and misses twice. Unfortunately, with its
Yay.
slowed reflexes. Kahir, it is your turn.
I think we see Kahir rushing this thing with his sword drawn, and he yells at Edric. He's like, "Thanks, I can see it now."
Are you using your silver? Are you using the silver sword or your regular
I'm
sword?
using the magic sword.
I don't. Okay.
I'm sorry, I got him a better sword.
I
This is
made
like
him
the
this. I
episode
got him
after.
that sword so he can be able to fight these monsters. Why do you do this to me?
Yeah, actually, does his magic sword,
Count
Do
as
that.
silver?
well, not count as silver, but does it like, can he fight monsters with it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay, good. Thank God. Because I was scared that he wouldn't, because I want him to actually fight.
I was like, you said this was game-breaking magic. so-
Yeah, you'll see how good
Oh,
it can
God.
be.
Ooh.
25. I have to dodge, but that's gonna cost me You're starting to make it, to tire it, very slowly.
You know, I mean business because all the lines behind me, the background fades and it's just action lines.
Oh!
Oh,
Can you
no!
spend 6 luck points?
No, I don't have 6 luck points, so no.
Do you want to make a... Was that a fast attack?
No, it was a strong attack.
Oh, okay, that's why. Do you want to make an extra attack at the cost of stamina?
Sure, let's do it.
We're really
2
going at it.
stamina, right?
Yeah. 28 is the number to beat.
Please. Please. Yeah!
You managed to hit. Roll on the body part and roll on all the things.
All right, roll all the things.
Yeah, body part first. Left arm. Roll your damage.
Ooh.
That is still the 21.
It's
So
horrible.
that would be 11. Because it doesn't have armor against you.
But still have, because it's the left arm.
And roll a d10. On a 1, 2, 3, it is staggered.
You said D10?
Yeah.
Ooh!
It is staggered. -2 to all of its next actions until the start of your next turn.
Cool.
So if you had been able to score, you know, on both attacks and stagger, then it would have turned into a stun and it would have lost its turn.
Ding!
Ilona, it is your turn.
So I mathematically cannot hit this unless I crit and it rolls really bad.
Well, if I roll a 1, I lower my roll by an extra d10.
Oh, that's true.
So you have
So
a
if I
20% chance.
And you fumble, then I can hit.
Again, if
I
nothing
believe
else,
in you.
you help drain his stamina, which is important.
Yeah, if anything, you help drain the stamina.
But also, like, Ariella's all by herself. And what if I just go run over to Ariella?
You could run over to Ariella.
Couldn't you
Or
hit the thing
actually,
from here?
no, because it's about a mile away. So
Yeah, I ran a mile. Just
Okay, then I can't. Sorry, Ariella. I tried. Yeah, I'll shoot Bat Boy.
all right.
Bad boy, bad boy.
What you gonna do?
Not an action. And
And it's actually got a -2 too.
and
Minus
it's,
2 too.
it's still about 200 yards away.
It's less than 200 yards away.
How many? Is it half of that, or is it?
It's a quarter of that.
It's close range now.
Yep.
Okay. Wow, it moved fast. He's a fast
No,
boy.
it should have been close last time as well.
Oh, but you said
It's my bad. I didn't
Okay.
count right. We were talking about metric and imperial.
it's alright. 18.
Do you want to burn 4?
Wait, yeah, I do. I do want to burn 4 luck points, cause I want to do that. I hit it.
So you fire. Click on where the.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Mer-
Oh, it's gonna be a ton of damage. And which body part do you hit?
Oh, sorry. I
You can roll it after. It doesn't matter.
That's
I
good.
forgot
dude.
how to play this game.
That's real good. You're doing great.
Hey!
Oof.
Right in the torso.
And it takes the arrow in, and even through the impact, like the arrow shatters, and the creature just reels back, and puts a hand on its chest where the arrow hit, and looks at its hand, and like there's a smudge of blood in it, and there's a trickle of blood coming out of the wound, and it just at you. It doesn't seem to enjoy the fact that it thought it was invincible. Do you fire a second arrow, Ilona?
I would have to spend stamina to do that, yes?
Yeah.
How many points?
2. But it would also have to spend 2 stamina to dodge it.
Yeah, sure, why not?
That would be a 23 for me.
I don't think I'm gonna hit it, but let's try. Oh!
Yeah.
Yay!
That is
Did
a
it.
hit.
Yay!
That's fun.
Yeah,
That
because
is
you have to remember I also have a -2 because of the stagger.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if
So that helps.
I don't know if the distance, the range.
It's fine.
Okay, because I think that's part of my problem is that I'm not fighting and like why I'm rolling so low.
+5 for range.
Yeah.
+0 for range.
Oh no, +0 for range. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Target location. Ugh, left
Yeah, it's gonna
leg.
be half.
That feels so bad.
Hey, it's still the 7.
Hmm.
The arrow lodges itself in its left leg. And it stays firmly there. Ariella against the werewolf.
Yeah.
Believe in you, Ari.
Do I see anyone like any other witches coming to help me, or am I like all by myself?
No,
on
you
this?
hear sounds of fighting coming from inside.
Oh, there's more. Frick! I am so killing this thing. I just look at it. My eyes are just like reeling with rage at this thing. So I'm gonna go into revenge mode and do something that Edric would do and burn its fur off. So I'm gonna cast Igni.
Alright. Put it in chat because I don't remember exactly what Igni does.
There you go.
When is
Igni throws away his sparks, which does 1d6 damage per stamina point spent. I'm gonna actually do 4 stamina points on this.
Is
Wait,
that the max you can... What's your vigor?
my vigor's 3.
So you can go all the way up to 3.
Yeah, I'm going all the way up to 3.
Alright, and it's going to try to dodge out of the way because it doesn't want to get burnt.
Yeah, so I gotta roll 3d6.
Yep.
D6. That's about 6.
You're gonna have to roll spellcasting though to see if you hit first.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad.
okay.
Spellcasting, where are you?
The number to beat is a 17.
Where is my spellcasting?
Under will.
Oh, there
I
it
think
is.
it's like bottom right.
It's not an action for. I don't have a focus. It's fine.
No, you don't need to.
Yeah. It's random. No!
Do you have 4 luck points to burn?
I have one left. I can't.
So
I'm
unfortunately, it dodges out of the way of your Igni, and the fire, the sparks just shoot out and melt the snow.
I'm spending 2 more of my stamina points to hit it with an extra action with my sword.
Go right ahead.
I am angry. This is an attack. Yes. That I'm going with the strong strike because I'm angry. With the silver sword, random. No.
The number to beat would be 21. It's tiring itself out, though. You're tiring it.
Good.
That's at least one thing. Now the question is which of you are gonna tire first? The vampire looks at Kahir and jumps on Kahir.
No!
No, we don't. You can jump on this.
It's going to try to bite you, Kahir.
No!
I block.
You definitely
forgot how
can
to-
with a sword. So instead of using dodge, you would use swordsmanship.
Cool.
Wait, you want to block. If you block the attack, then it means that no damage is dealt, but your sword is gonna take damage.
But it's a magic sword.
Yeah, but it can still be dulled out and needed in need of repair.
I think that's
Parry
probably
it.
better.
Parry it with your.
Yeah, parrying it is better.
Oh, I can parry it.
Yeah.
Okay. My
and if
bad.
you succeed on your parry, the creature is staggered,
Oh,
which
okay,
means that the next
cool.
time you hit it, it becomes stunned.
Is that still swordsmanship?
It's swordsmanship, yeah. And
Do I still
mine
get
would
my plus
be,
2?
Plus 19, plus 17, sorry. Yep, you still have your always.
Cool.
The number to beat is 22.
Ugh.
You parry it. It
Whew.
was staggered. It is now stunned.
That
and-
D10 took forever to roll. It was just like,
Yeah, I know. There was a lot of suspense in that D10.
I'm just like asking asking chat to give me strength right now. I'm just like, please give me strength.
We got some muscles though, so
Yeah,
keep them coming.
give me the muscles.
Stun. You cannot take any action while stunned, and anyone attacking you has to beat a DC 10 to hit you.
Can I burn 2 stamina points and attack again?
It's not your turn.
Oh yeah, it's not. My bad.
I'm okay with you burning stamina to attack more often, but at least during your turn.
During my turn,
That
right?
would be
I
Idric's
just
turn.
Yeah, seeing that it tried to like take a bite out of his neck and that it can turn invisible, and that like Ariella is somewhere that he can't see, Idric is gonna jog into position, and then he's gonna cast Alzur's Thunder on the vampire. And I need to roll spellcraft to.
Yeah, but you need to only beat like a 10. Because it cannot dodge.
28.
Well, looks like that's a crit, folks.
Yeah!
That's going to hurt.
Do I need to roll target location?
No, it's gonna hit the body. At this point, it's a deadly crit, so add +10 to the damage you dealt.
39 points of
39
damage.
points of damage.
And also roll to see what's the chance of it setting on fire.
Yeah.
No.
Unfortunately, no.
There's a bolt of lightning that just comes down of the sky and hits the creature full force. It doesn't move as it is stunned by Kahir's blade, and it just takes the lightning and its beard and like the hair it has on top of its shoulder just, well, would have caught on fire, but apparently don't. The snow is melted around it so much that Kahir and the creature now stand about a good 2 feet below you.
Can I burn an extra action to cast another spell?
Yeah, but you're still limited by your vigor on that spell, but yeah, sure.
Okay, I just want to hit it with another, with an NEA, rather.
Sure.
Bup, bup, bup.
So, one lightning bolt, and then
18.
that's a hit. It's a small crit, so that's going to be a +3 to damage.
Okay.
21.
Also gotta roll another D100.
Yep.
Slash.
And
16.
it's now on fire. Kahir, it's your turn. The creature
drive.
stands before you, stunned and on fire.
Cool. Let's do this. Drive my blade into its chest. Well, wait. Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
I like how the suspense is killing us. Oh!
Roll an extra d10.
How many monsters has Kahir exploded in this campaign?
So,
This,
I didn't say it. Does it say where?
It's -3. -6. There is a -6 there. So you were
Okay.
aiming for the head?
That was a headshot, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the -6 is
Yeah, the
recorded.
-6 is there.
Yeah, so-
But roll an extra d10 to add to that.
yup, the crit. It's a crit.
So that's
27.
a 27, that's a 17 above. 17 above is a deadly crit. You can add 10 to that damage. So 33 times 3, no armor.
Wait.
Wait, what's going on?
Do I roll damage?
Oh, that was a skill roll. Yeah, please, roll damage. Phew.
Okay.
Roll
I was gonna say
damage,
99 points of damage, but
Damage.
All right, give me a second. All right, we'll hit this. All right, that's right.
oh yeah, and it's ×2 and then ×3.
Oh!
I need my calculator.
And when I crit, hold on.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you add 2d6 + 2.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
this
dear
is added
Jesus.
at the end, so I can still do the strong attack, headshot, +12. Am I there? So that's a total of 84 points of damage to that creature. Do you guys want to know how many hit points it had left?
Yes.
Yeah.
1.
Was this close to killing it? Oh, damn it!
You reduce it to minus 83. In one fell swoop, the blade sings a high note, and just with the 2 runes lit up because of the fact that it is stunned, you just neatly and swiftly lop its head off, and before the head has even had time to touch the ground, the body's been reduced to ash.
Can I just say one thing?
Yep.
Here is the best non-Witcher Witcher I have ever seen
Yep.
in my life. My God.
Is
During-
all of its stuff reduced to ash as well?
No, you can like loot it.
Okay, cool.
I think Kahir looks back at the others and says, "We need to go help Ariella."
Yes.
And speaking of Ariella, I
Yep.
have a werewolf on her, and it's the werewolf's turn.
Oh,
And it's angry and going to go at your throat, jump at your throat with a bite attack.
And I think it's still in the circle.
It's still in the circle. So
No.
it's with a plus 14.
Please fumble. No!
Well, you can still try to dodge.
Okay. Oh!
You have to beat a 30. So roll your extra d10. Ugh. You dodge out of the way, the wolf tumbles, gets back up on its feet, and turns at you and says, "Why won't you die?"
I'm just waiting for you to die first.
So that creature's gone. Ilona.
Do I have to spend my whole turn, like, running?
Well, it depends on what Idrik and Kahir wants to do. Because,
Well-
I mean, running a mile is going to take you a while.
Yeah.
If I try to teleport us there, I might actually die.
Kahir could do it in about 8.5, 9 minutes.
Alright, this is gonna hurt me a lot, but yeah, I'll open a portal.
Alright. We'll open a portal at your turn, on your turn, and we'll say that Ilona has a ready action
Yeah.
once you go through the portal, so you're going to play after the portal is
Yeah.
done. So we'll go straight to Ariella.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pissed off, so I'm gonna hit it again with my sword.
Fast or
Because I-
strong?
Strong, because I'm pissed off.
Alright.
It's not an extra action. Because I'm freaking angry. It's random, because I'm not stupid. 17.
17, and my... Trying to dodge. He's still in the circle.
Yeah.
So that's with a plus 14.
Please. Ugh!
Do you have 2 luck points?
No, I just have 1 left. I'm spending another. Can I spend? I'm gonna spend more stamina to do an
Yeah.
extra action because I'm so mad. And I can't hit anything.
But remember, the
Oh,
strong
shit.
attack give you a penalty to hit. You
Yeah,
would have
I
hit
think-
if you done a fast attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a fast attack this time because I'm just tired. And this is better.
Yep, roll your extra d10. So that's a
33.
33.
That's-
That's plus 11. Which means that you had a plus 5 to your damage. Roll for damage.
Yay! That's a left arm.
Cool, it's gonna be halved.
Yep, that's fine. Mhm. That's
So
gonna
21,
be-
26 points of
Yep.
damage.
Yep, 20. No, half, so it's about 13.
Oh, it's hurt. It's,
Yeah, I'm just like-
visibly hurt.
Yeah, I'm just like, you just like see like the fires in her eyes as she just like slashes at its left arm.
It
Or,
lets out a yelp.
or left
I like-
limb. Right limb.
He's like, "This is not over. This is..." And then he turns around and sees potentially a portal open.
Yeah. On my turn, Edric's eyes kind of darken a little bit, and a little bit of blood starts to trickle out. You see, like, the veins in his neck turn black, and he opens up a portal, walks through, and uses an extra action to cast Anya at the werewolf as soon as he walks through.
Okay, and Ilona also has her turn.
Yeah.
And then Kahir, and then the werewolf. So you can all play, and then the werewolf plays.
Yay! Thank you! You guys are the best.
Attack.
Ooh!
Actually, if I'm right up in it, I'm gonna.
You'd be point blank.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort it then because I think point
Okay.
blank gives me a penalty.
I'm gonna roll Idrik.
Smith, fast attack. That thing. Random location. Hey! Look at that.
That's pretty
It
good.
does not dodge out of the way of your sword.
Ah. Look here, you taught me how to fight with swords so well.
Yay!
Roll your D100 also, Idrik. Yeah, it's on fire. That's 10 points of damage. Which body part, the 10 points?
Oh, sorry, I always forget that
don't
part.
worry about it.
The leg. Or
Okay, I
the
think this is also
tail.
that's so 26 plus 7, that's about 33? Is that right? No, yeah, it is. So it's an extra for the spell, I think.
Yeah, plus 5 damage for the spell. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. As the portal opens, there's a fireball that shoots out and it hits the creature straight in the chest. It turns to see its new opponents, only to have Ilona jump out and hack away at the same leg you had already hit before Ariella. The werewolf falls down to one knee, and then out of the portal comes Kahir, a bloody blade in his hand, singing a high note. And what do you do, Kahir?
He tries to make some sort of joke, like, now this is serious, or I don't know, something like that. And then he attacks the werewolf.
Number to beat will be a 20.
All right, let's do this. All right, I'm excited. Let's go. Roll good.
Yay!
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Rolls always give us so much suspense,
I
Steven.
know,
I
right?
know. Target look. It's the torso. It's a standard damage.
Standard damage, roll for damage.
I've done better.
With a 9. That's okay, the creature is barely standing.
roll to stagger.
Oh yeah, a D3 for the D10 for the stagger. 1, 2, 3, it is staggered.
I just say it was 9 because, like, isn't it standard damage for? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, but the werewolf has resistances.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's magic. It's a
Yeah.
magic sword.
Yeah, but the werewolf has
Oh.
resistances.
To
Yeah.
magic?
Ah,
What?
That's why my sword works better because it's actual silver.
Well, it's now the werewolf's turn, and it's not going to stay around with all of you close by.
Kahir says, come get some.
Oh no, you didn't. It goes full clawy on you.
If it's doing an attack of opportunity, I'm going to strike it with my fast strike.
No, it's just attacking Kahir instead because Kahir went and opened his mouth. Kahir, do you
Oh.
want to parry? Do you want to?
Yeah, I'm gonna parry. Can I parry both of them?
Yeah, it's gonna cost you stamina.
All right, cool. Oh no!
no!
Oh. All right, let's not worry. Let me roll my other one.
Do you have luck?
He still has to roll the fumble die.
Yeah, he still has to roll the fumble die.
Yeah, I know, but like. maybe
Yeah, if he
that's
rolls a
enough.
1 on the fumble and then has enough luck, it could probably balance out.
No.
It's
Oh.
an 11, so plus 10 for me. And what about the second one?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
You went and opened your mouth, Kahir!
You were doing so well! Roll the fumble, Steven! Oh, thank God!
Okay, that's a 17. Even with your fumble, you parry the second one.
Oh,
Yay!
That's how awesome
staggering the
Kahir-
creature.
That's how awesome Kahir is. Even when he fumbles, he parries.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
still
that
going
guy.
to hit you
Yeah.
with a claw attack.
No!
Oh, this thing's dead now.
19 points of damage, Kahir, to your...
Do I get to choose where I get hit?
No, I'm gonna roll it. I'm opening up a, That would be in your right arm, so half of it would be 8. Oh, no, actually, sorry, it's 19 minus your armor. Do you have any armor on your right arm?
Yeah, those gauntlets.
So how much did you take away?
I'm looking.
I think it was just 2.
Yeah, it's something real small.
Alright,
It's
so
it has 4.
4? Alright, so we'll, so 15, and then 15 divided by half is 7.
7.
That's not too bad.
No, not at all.
Oh wait, there's a plus 10.
Yeah, and then there's the plus 10 for the crit.
So that's 17 damage.
So 17.
Alona screams.
And then
Oh,
I
this-
have to roll to see. If I roll a 25 or under, you are also bleeding. Nah, you're not bleeding.
Yay. Alright, it's my turn. This thing's going to die by my
Kahir
hands.
grits his teeth. Ugh.
Go right
yeah.
ahead, Ariella, and then
Yeah.
it's everybody else.
Yep, I'm going to do this attack, not an extra attack. This will be a fast strike.
Yes, it damaged your armor. The
How
armor
many
takes
points?
1 point of damage.
Oh! 33!
Yeah, that's a plus 12, so go right ahead. That's a crit. Roll for damage. Was that a strong or a fast attack?
That was a fast attack.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll target location. Left leg, that's
The same
fine.
leg that Ilona slashed at, yep.
Yep, that thing's going to die by my hand. 21
Plus
33. That's a 33. Then half that.
No, not half.
Oh no?
It's at minus 24. You just lop off its leg, and it falls down, limp, with a thud in the snow, or a crunch in the snow. And even inside, the sounds of fighting seem to die down.
Did I kill the werewolf?
Yeah, you did. You killed the werewolf.
Yes! And I just I'm just gonna I just kill this werewolf. And I just look at it. Idra could probably see this, but there is this rage burning inside her. That's pretty obvious that she rarely gets this angry. But you've never seen angry at this level before. She's extremely livid at this point. She's just gripping her blade so hard as she stares at the 3 bloody medallions that are in front of her. She's like,
4. The werewolf has 1, currently, that looks like a raven, with would have been 8 eyes, but 7 of those are missing, and there's just 1. It's that big, but a tiny gem that looks like an eye on that medallion.
I swear to any gods that are watching upon you, Baba Yaga, I will kill you with my own bare hands if I could, to avenge those 3 that died from this. You will not live a day where I will not find you, and you will pay the full suffering wrath of my school. I swear this as my life as a witcher. You will pay for what you've done. And she just stands there silent.
The medallion, not yours but his, vibrates and then cracks and crumbles to dust. In the distance, a raven, in flight, seemingly poofs out of existence.
Not to be a party pooper And you see Edric is like on his knees and his hands like panting for breath in the snow, like little bits of steam coming off of him, as little wisps of magic kind of like float out of his eyes. He's like, but there's more inside. We need move.
Ariella will say nothing and start heading inside to help the others.
All right. It's actually easier inside than outside. The creatures inside are all cultists. Humans, for the most part. A handful of them dwarves. One of them a halfling. All followers of Baba Yaga, wearing the raven mask with the 8 eyes. They were dealt with. The 3 witchers that were wounded, two of them did not survive. The other one, the third one, Ada, will live. But there were two of the first ones during the attack that the werewolf jumped on. They were unarmed. They were partying. Their guards were down. The Witcher of the Owl School vow never again. If anything, they're the most numerous, so they're the ones that are going to go out and hunt down Baba Yaga. Maybe rebrand the school as not only a bastion of knowledge and information.
What are you doing?
Kahir fumbles on his sword. Good job, Kahir.
He's hurt. He's just like, I don't know if I can lift it anymore.
But yeah. The camera pans upwards.
I'm just.
Yep.
Narissa, okay? Please tell me she's okay.
Narissa is okay.
Okay, thank.
The kids weren't there. The kids were resting in the Undercroft.
I think that was the one thing that she was worried about, is that Narissa got attacked.
None of them. No, it was the partying adults.
Okay.
And so the camera pans upwards. We see the 2 moons. The regular one, the green one. It doesn't fade away. It doesn't move. It doesn't budge. It doesn't grow. It doesn't do anything special. It just hangs in the sky. And is going to hang in the sky for the years to come. Speaking of years to come, what becomes of your group after the events of that night? Who wants to go first?
I vote Lauren goes first.
Alona, please.
Okay,
No, no,
fine. I mean, okay, Ilona runs away with Kahir, if he'll come with her.
Of course.
This isn't her fight. It was never her fight. They go. Where did we decide?
Wait, I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
I think we decided on Toussaint.
Was it Toussaint or
A little house in the country.
I thought it wasn't in Nilfgaard.
Oh, and Covier.
In
Autumn and
Covier,
Covier.
Yeah.
So
we were
they're
gonna
staying
spend-
nearby, but in one of the least racist place in the north.
somewhere like
I heard it was neutral.
yeah, somewhere neutral and very isolated, very far away from the towns. And they just, I don't know, they just spend time together. They need a vacation.
Definitely.
And are happy together. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we never really talked about this, but Ilona can't have children, so like that kind of family isn't ever going to be in the cards for them. But yeah, they just she writes her songs of Ariella and Idrik and of Kahir, and she'll
How you-
follow. She'll follow Kahir until the end.
And I was gonna say how about Kahir, but I figure he is supposed to have the same story.
I've got something.
Oh.
So yeah, I think in the epilogue we would see Kahir like on this like pristine lake fishing. And he's just got this giant fish, and the trees are orange and red, and the sky is ice blue, and wispy clouds drift by, and then it kind of fades, and the next scene we see is Kahir trying to shoot a bow, and like Ilona is holding it for him, and every time he draws it back, the arrow kind of just like drops out and like sticks in the ground. Or the string like hits his forearm when he shoots, and the the
That
arrows
hurts.
That hurts so much.
yeah, it does. I think we just see that over and over again.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Why do I picture the moment you caught that fish, it also involved the fish slapping you in the face, you falling in the water, getting back onto the
100%.
ship.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of like Kahir knocking Ilona on her ass as she like tries to learn how to sword fight too. And also, if there's a big lake, like there's a lot of her trying to swim and just like failing miserably, because we said that like she knows how to not drown,
Mm-hmm.
but like
Yeah, she
Still has
doggy
to
paddles.
he still has to like teach her how to swim.
You, not that I want to intrude in your epilogue, but you can't have any children, but you still have Miele.
Yes, Miele was. If that is okay with the rest of the party.
I'm fine with it.
Edric still doesn't know where this dog came from. He's more of a cat person anyway.
Okay, yes, we have Miele. We're a happy little family.
With your dog. That, by the way, is very, very intelligent. And as much as, Kahir is not that great with a bow, Miele makes it a point to always bring back the arrows.
Oh,
Good girl.
And also teach Kahir how to fish.
No, I like what Ethan said about like he has an epic battle
And he
and
comes
he
walking
comes
out
out
of
walking the lake with a fish stabbed with his like fancy sword.
he's like, look what I caught today, honey.
because the
Just
only thing
falls
he can
out of
do
the
is swim.
boat.
Yeah, it's like spear fishing, but he's holding his massive two-handed sword. And just
They mount Ariella's the silver sword Ariella gave them on the wall
Mm-hmm.
of
Definitely.
their house, because to remember, and they'll like write and stuff, keep in contact, but I don't think either of them want to see or fight a monster for a very long time.
I think the fish that Kahir battles, like we see him dragging it, I think, up out of the water.
it is
Of course
a
he's shirtless.
massive fish.
Yeah.
It's weird, but the more you tell the story, the bigger the fish becomes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the power of bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
That's her next song, is just like the whale of Kovir.
Kahir
The
against the
freshwater whale of
Leviathan.
Kovir.
What about Idric?
I actually would like to go last, and I have a good reason for it.
Oh, well then, what about
Oh.
Ariella?
I think Ariella would stay I think Ariella would stay at her keep for a bit, just to make sure that everyone has recovered fully from the attack, make sure that Narissa recovers fine from her trial of the grasses, and then she would help. She would assist the. She would actually try to. Can't speak. But I think like she would actually offer her assistance in taking down Baba Yaga. because like she did this to her people, and she's like, I'm not happy with Baba Yaga, so I will assist you in taking her down.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she would also, like, afterwards, she would continue her duties as a traveling witcher to take up all the knowledge of the land and see if that green moon has done any weird things to the rest of the world. Make sure that she writes that down as well. And I think she would also offer Edric to come with her as well, because she liked the company and she misses him a lot. And I don't know what Edric would do, but
Yeah.
she would
He
want to.
would go with you.
Hmm?
He would go
What?
with you. He would go with you.
Yay! Yeah, so
Uh.
I think she and Edric would travel together, fight monsters for money, and also do all the stuff that a witcher would do. So it's basically her just being her, but with a vengeance, and going after Baba Yaga and her cult.
Edric would definitely scour the Owl School libraries for any rare and obscure information about Baba Yaga, as well as trying to track her since he set her hut on fire, with her being something of a priority in his mind, and kind of kicking himself for not killing her when he had the chance, or at least trying to. And he would definitely travel with Ariella, but he would always he'd make it a point to check in at his detective agency in Oxenford to help out people locally and pay it. But there's a mystery that he's continually kind of secretly trying to solve, spending some of his enormous fortune now to hire his own private investigators. And as the years kind of continue on, he begins to lose hope until he gets some much needed and desired information. And he writes a letter that arrives in Kovir to Ilona and Kahir. And it says, to my two closest friends, it has been some time since last we traveled together, and I need your help once more, or perhaps the most difficult journey of my life. When Nilfgaard invaded Aedirn, my mother was called to defend the homeland. She died on the fields of battle, like a lamb to the slaughter. We finally found what little remains, and I would like to see it taken home and put to rest. But I'm afraid I don't know I'm strong enough to do it myself. And Ari, I love her, but she is not as equipped for this mission. I hope you will join me in this last adventure. Signed, Edric of the Lit Candle Detective Agency, Oxenford, Redania.
They're going to freaking leave me.
No. I think he just needs support.
Yeah, he needs
Yeah.
emotional support.
He needs emotional support. Yeah.
I can't
mean-
give him that. Oh yeah, that's what you meant. I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely they would go. I mean, Ilona would.
Yeah, absolutely. They would go.
Then can like the last image we see be the four of them reuniting in the lit candle, preparing and making plans to head out to Aedirn, as like the camera hands up
Mhm.
to the two moons.
Definitely.
Cool.
And that's where we're gonna end our 6-month journey.
Has it really been 6 months?
It's been 6 months.
No
So-
way.
Yeah.
Yep.
a
This
long
deserves
time.
a season 2. I'm
Wow.
sorry.
This was technically 2 seasons worth of show.
Mm-hmm. Because we did a lot.
We need a 3rd season. I'm sorry.
And I know that you can't hear it at the moment, but throughout your epilogues, your character's theme played.
Cool.
Unless your roll 20 was muted.
I think my roll 20. I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Mine messed up, so I didn't hear it.
It's
That
not
was-
a problem. I can send you the title of the song if you want, because it's all things that we can use. Thank you, Vince Vep, for that. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you. Yeah, she did. Steven. Sorry, I'm looking at the private chat. But thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Thank you, my players, for 6 months of Witcher shenanigans and of you succeeding despite everything I throw at you because rolls.
Here, drink his milk.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
And ate a lot of potatoes.
Very attractive and a fantastic lover.
Yep. That is a quote from Ilona. I think if you have to describe Ilona in one sentence, it would be that I am attractive.
That's what's on her. That's the flavor text on her Gwent card.
Mhm.
Egypt paid an artist
Can we just
like
like?
money to make a Gwent card of Ilona. And that's the
I
flavor text.
wish I could have
would
Gwent cards of all four of
I
you.
would love to have like Gwent cards of all our characters. Just have one of Lady Alcina. Just have one of Kahir, one of Egypt, one of.
I'll talk to people. We'll see what we can do.
What is
Oh!
Kahir's flavor text?
I think Kahir's flavor text is probably one of your catchphrases that you said before fumbling something.
But the
I mean,
potatoes.
or any of
Or-
any of the like ridiculous romantic things.
Yeah,
that
I'm sorry. It needs to be if you gave me
If-
one drop of your love, I would still
I could
drown in
swim
it.
in it. No, it was if I had a
Oh.
drop of your love, I would swim in it like in an ocean.
Okay, that's the official card art, but the unofficial one is just potatoes.
Yeah, potato.
Potato.
I shouldn't have eaten that potato.
You have like the regular Kahir and then you have foiled Kahir
Yeah.
with a
Variant
different
Kahir.
variant Kahir that we only give away at tournaments.
I wonder what Ariella's quote would be. I don't even know.
Just
I cannot condone this.
I do not.
I do not condone. Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for staying with us. There will be more Witcher in the future, that's for sure. Thank you very much to Art Olsorian Games for making what is essentially my favorite campaign setting into a tabletop RPG that I didn't have to adapt or hack through anything else.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you for everything, and thanks again to all of you that supported the show. Thanks to everyone who watched and chatted in chat and everything. We love you all, and we will see you on other shows in the following coming weeks. Let's go around the table, do our outros. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet if people want to follow you after these witchery adventures? And we'll begin with reverse order from earlier, so we'll begin with Ariella.
So, hi everybody. Bye everybody. My name is Jillian. I'm also known as G for Gaming X on Twitter, and I'm known as G for Gaming 1 on Twitch. I'm a casual streamer. I sometimes do Twitch PS4 variety streams, and right now, just on Tuesdays, I'm on the RPG Lab for our all women's cast of the Inquisition, where we're all just like inquisitors who are just exposed to so much heresy. And this was really fun. This is a really fun campaign. It's like one of my favorite ones of all time. And again, thank you, Art Olsorian Games, for making one of my campaign dreams come true and to be a Witcher for just tonight. I don't want this to end, but I just hope I can still continue being the best Witcher I can be.
Hey, I mean, you can get the book and DM yourself a game. I mean, find a group and.
Yeah, but I don't want it to end. You
Idric,
can tell how
yep.
sad I am.
Yeah, I know. It's a finale for everyone, unfortunately. Idric.
Hi, I'm Manny, aka Bag of Snails. You can find me at Twitter at bag_of_snails. Right now, this was the only stream that I'm doing because I'm currently on a health hiatus and writing a book about a alien hive mind that falls in love with a boring businessman. And that's a lot of fun. However, coming up, we're allowed to talk about the game that's coming up?
The schedule is out.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna get to play Burning Wheel for the first time. I'm gonna be in Witchburner with Simon and Steven. And I made a real jerk. He's not a nice boy like Edric. He's a real meanie.
Ethan wasn't that nice either to Ariella.
He
just
stole
saying.
my girlfriend.
It's not my fault you're such a dweeb.
Hey,
yeah,
that's here. No. You don't get to talk anymore. No, please go ahead. Did you have anything else, Manny? Sorry.
Oh, no. That was absolutely it.
All right, so then Kihir, Kiridwin, the different Epidweir.
Hi, everybody. Bye, everybody. I'm Steven. You can find me on the Twitters at wolfwizard_, where I take grandpa pics and talk about surf guitar and werewolves and role-playing games and the new Mouse Guard movie that's coming out that I'm really excited about. Also, you can find me off-thetable.com, where I'm playing in a Table Hearts Monster Hearts 2 podcast. I'm a little werewolf boy there. It's horrible. It's horrible because when you try to wolf out and the dice are against you, it makes me real sad. But anyway, you can listen to that. It's a great time. It's a hoot. We all have fun and laugh and role play and things happen. It's great. Also, my game, The Deep Dark, is finally available in print form at lulu.com and should, within the next few months, be available on Amazon and at barnesandnoble.com.
Cool. And last but not least, resident bard and incredibly seductive person.
Yes, hello.
And last but not
Gosh, I hadn't played a really seductive character in a really long time, and when I started this, which is my OG brand, and it was very exciting to go back to that. Thanks, I love this group so much. Oh, hi, cat. Sorry, a cat just jumped in my lap. Thanks, Steven, thanks Steven for telling an epic love story with me. And thanks everybody else for letting us use this game to tell an epic love story. This one's gonna stick with me for a while, I think. I am JL_NaceGirl on Twitter. I am Starving Sue Brett on Twitch and YouTube. And itch.io. I stream games with my friends on the internet. You can check my pinned tweet. A lot of shows that I'm on are on a hiatus right now, but that is pretty much my schedule for the next little bit. I also stream sometimes on my own channel. I play one-player RPGs. And I write some games. They're on itch.io. I do a podcast called Too Many RPGs. It's a show about actual play where we talk to creators and fans about the shows that they love and why they love them. We just released an episode this past Tuesday. We talked to Corinne from Magic Folk, and in 2 weeks we talk to Solani from Plot Hunters, and it's a very good episode. Yeah, thanks so much, guys. I had a great time.
Definitely.
thank you. I had a great time with y'all. And on that note, we are going to go. I'm Simon at Wandering DM. This is my channel. Hi everyone. You can go check my pin tweet for the new schedule for spring. We are going on a week-long hiatus starting this week. Actually, well, no. Scratch that. There will be one more Pulp Cthulhu Go West campaign on Saturday, March 30th. But otherwise, there will not be any Pulp Cthulhu tomorrow. It's going to be next Saturday. And then after that, we're going to start the new spring season of shows. So the one that you can see on my pin tweet. So on that note, have a good Friday evening, everyone. And I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
See ya.